Hello everyone, DSP here and welcome to a very special event. This is my decompression stream and video after just having interviewed Daniel Keem, aka Keemstar, as my very first ever guest on the Level 1 podcast here on August 28th, 2024. It was for about an hour. I would argue it went pretty well. I know some people are going to say it went horribly, but I think that it went well. People in the chat seemed to think it went well. And what I want to do just to start and just to forewarn everyone, I'm now going to read through contributions that came in during the show because there's an insane amount of them. And I want to be sure that everyone gets credit appropriately because it would be messed up if I just ignored everyone's contributions because you all were here and you were very supportive. All right. So let's go ahead and let's start. Let's start with the YouTube side of things. And we scroll down here. Okay. So Medicur's Ghost had done a super chat and said, here's for the King's tax. Trey did a super chat. Please continue talking to other creators. This has been a modern golden age of content. Much love, brother. The Big Dog, 2 months as a standard supporter. JDays303, and he says Duty got demonetized. We talked about that on the interview actually. Hard Nose, the $2 super chat. You have to wear your crown when Keem comes on. Well, the crown doesn't fit the head. Sadly, I've showed you guys this before. This crown is like too small for a human head. Look, like. I look pretty stupid, so that's why I didn't do that. Maybe one day I'll get a bigger one. Hopefully it doesn't fall because I touched it. Continuing on. Purple Pickle Yum Yum. He said, tell Keem to turn his mic gain down. He did. We fixed that. Thank you for that. Andy did a super chat. Get the mic sorted out. All right, and we did. Don't worry. It was only momentary. Andy did a super chat. How dare you call what Duty was doing blood sport? It's a reference to probably something we were talking about. Cabal with a 20-pound super chat. I'm a member on both this and Lolcall Live. This isn't a moment I saw happening even a couple of months ago. This is a W for all. Thank you, Cabal. Neon Shadow with a whopping $50 super chat. So proud of you for growing as a creator, DSP. I love to see you going out of your shell and collabing. Let's keep the DSP Redemption arc coming. Hope to see you as an occasional guest on Lolcall Live. Hail to the King and flush the Duty from an ex-detractor. It sure seems like a lot of people who used to be my detractors seem to be coming around to enjoying the content. Thank you for that. Shiloh, an $8 super chat. Thank you for that. Amber Heard's Turd. Funny meme, but it's a little outdated. With a $10 super chat. This needs to be heard. Duty referred to chat as nobodies the other day. The guy who claims to be a professional detractor who has no actual content copies and pastes others. Okay. Scott with a $20 super chat. God, I hope it was piss. Oh. No, I don't. I hope that Boogie did not drink piss. That's disgusting. Conan with a $10 super chat. Hey, Phil, I'm trying to put together a documentary on your detractors, all the way from Tevin, SOK, and Duty. Would you ever consider answering some questions I have about how they affected your life and business? All I can say is contact me behind the scenes. You can email me or whatever, DM me on Twitter, whatever, and we can have a conversation about it. I'm not going to commit to anything, but, we can talk. Apostate Cantus, 23 months as a member. Here's my part, my leash. Thank you, Apostate Cantus. Volsaire with a €5 super chat. Detractors are all Reddit nerds, if you say so. I mean this. I never go on Reddit, ever. Like, ever. So I don't know anything about it. I don't see a reason why I would ever want to go on Reddit, what the purpose of that would be. So I don't know anything about it. Conan with a $5 super chat. Would you consider doing a game stream with Wings and Boogie every now and then and splitting the donos? Maybe have KC or Keem commentate. No, because as you know, I have a horrendous, egregious feud with Keemstar. There's no way that I could possibly ever do a collab with Boogie or Wings, because if I did, that would go against my philosophy that I work with my enemies, correct? Anyway, Goosey did a super chat. Am I banned, Sup Phil? Yes, you're definitely banned. That's how your super chat went through. Hellion with a €10 super chat. Listen to Keem's advice. Keep doing collabs. Try to talk to Mudahar on Discord. Even talk to Dickers. Play fighting games with Maximilian Dude and so on. Work your way up on the collab ranks. I think what's going to happen now, because we're going to have a conversation in a minute once I get through shoutouts. I'm curious to hear what your feedback is on, like, collabs. Now that people are willing to collab with me and not just destroy me. They want to have real conversations with me now. But I'm very curious what you would like to see. And what I would say is, here's the thing. There's some people I have a direct line of contact with. For example, if I wanted to talk to Review Tech, I could just say, hey, Review Tech, and he'd immediately know, because when I talk, it's like a bat signal to him. and he immediately rushes to some kind of device to see what I said about him. You know what I mean? Like, I think like he, you know what I'm saying? Like, immediately he's alerted somehow. It's the Phil signal. Doodle-doodle-doo. So he obviously would know if I wanted to do something, right? But there's other, like, for example, Mudahar, we were talking on Twitter and he deleted his Twitter. I don't go on Reddit and I don't have his Discord, so I literally have no way to talk to Mudahar. I would love to have a real conversation with Mudahar. Seriously, we were kind of, that's where we were going. It was going to be, we played chained together. And once we played it, we were going to talk there and joke or whatever, and then maybe we were going to branch out and do other stuff. But it just fell apart when he deleted his Twitter. I don't have the means to reach out to him. Maybe you guys do. That's on you. If you're interested in seeing that, say, hey, yeah, DSP would be interested in having a conversation with you or whatever. Okay? Maximilian, dude, I mean, he's kind of a different world. He's the FGC guy. I'm not FGC. You guys know that, right? You well know that I'm not an FGC guy. I play fighting games, but I'm not involved in all of that sphere of influence or whatever. Again, I don't think I would have a way to reach out to him, but I will say this, and you can clip me on this. I highly, highly respect Maximilian, dude, for what he did at a time when the FGC, you know, was focused on gameplay. He reached out. He did creative series, like Assist Me. He diversified content to be entertaining as well as covering the technical aspect of the fighting game community, and then he used that popularity to branch out to many other things that have made him basically like the dynamo of the FGC. He's like on tippity top. He's the guy everyone wants to talk to and collab with. That's what I mean. I don't think Maximilian, dude, would want to collab with me. I'm serious. Like, I don't believe he would find it beneficial to collab with Darkside Phil. I don't think he thinks he would get any kind of a positive boost. If anything, he probably would think it would be a negative boost, and he wouldn't want to touch me with a 10-foot pole, being honest. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe things are changing. But, like, for example, if I were to collab with him, you realize the MVC collection comes out in 2 weeks. You realize those are the games that we actually played against each other randomly in a set, like, over 10 years ago. I was drunk, but it was, like, a good set anyway. Now I'm rusty as shit, and I don't play anymore. That would probably be a dope stream. Me versus Maximilian playing the MVC collection and hanging out. But I don't know if he would ever want to do that. That would be cool. But I'm not, you know, that, and again, I don't have a way to really contact him at all. I don't think that there's a line where I could contact the man and be like, hey, are you interested? I don't think that I can even DM him on Twitter. Don't quote me on that because I haven't checked, but I don't think I could do that. But anyway, just addressing those suggestions, those are good. We're going to talk about more in a second, I'm sure. So thank you, Hellion. CyberChud2077, $5 super chat, Royal Stream. Thank you, CyberChud. Evan with a super chat, $2. Thanks for having Keem on. The king is back. Thank you so much, Evan. Andy with a $2 super chat. Let's get 1K likes. Thank you, Andy. Zue with a $5 super chat. It went well, Phil. I am proud of your resurgence. Been here since you went under King of Hate. We still need to play the Street Fighter 6. I was the Kimberly. Oh, okay, cool. Let me refresh here. Okay, so I think I'm caught up on the YouTube side of things now, correct? Now I want to get to the tips. And so I'm curious. I don't think, no, taking a look, I don't think that, just so everyone knows, I don't think that we've hit our daily tips goal yet. Why? Because I wasn't responding to tips. It's $150 we're trying to hit today. So I hope that we can hit it and keep the king streak alive. Let's now start reading tips. So we start off with a $100 tip from Bohi Pans. Thank you so much, Bohi Pans, for an incredibly generous $100. This guy is a high roller. I don't think he's going to mind me saying that because apparently he's also a high roller over at Kino Casino. This guy contributes in a huge way. Oh, my pop-ups are off. Oops, no wonder. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get my pop-ups back on here. Fuck. Now they're way up here and I can't see them. All right, hold on. I'll find it. YouTube pop-ups. Because I want to... Here, I see... Oh, no. Oh, I hope it's not like a 100-hour backlog. I hope not. Here, let me see. Let me see if I can play this now. Because it didn't work the first time. By the way, I had absolutely no idea how many viewers we just had. I wasn't looking. I haven't even looked now. I assume we probably have 1,000 viewers right now. We have 1,800 viewers. Wow, we have a ton of viewers right now. Well, thank you all for being here. I have no clue how many viewers we had for that. I don't look. I don't care. I'm serious. I just don't care. I'm just doing it to have fun and to be a normal dude on the internet. I don't care about how many people it brought in or whatever. I just don't look at it like that. So I wonder how many we had, because it's definitely going to be the highest stream I've ever done on this channel. There's no way that I pulled in numbers higher than that. It's not even possible. So Bohi Pans, thank you for a $100 tip. That is amazing. That means that we're going to have gunner glasses and a hat at some point. But please allow me to go through and shout everything out, and then we'll get things calmed down to normal, and we'll go from there. I received a $10.01 tip from Shrek's Bunghole. Oh, how nice. It's a nice swamp-smelling bunghole. Always nice to receive contributions for the King's Coffers from Shrek's Bunghole. What is up with my animation? It's like lagging. There we go. Thank you to Shrek's Bunghole for that. Let's continue. I received a troll. I received the troll. I put the troll down at my knee. I properly felted and throttled the troll with my royal scepter. Boop, right on the head. Just boop. You know that sound effect you would hear like fucking the Muppets? It goes boop. So I booped him on the head. And I held him like a football, and I just punted him through the throne room, out the doors, down the stairwell, back into town square. Get the fuck off my stream. Okay, I have received a $10 tip. What a stream king. Totally wild. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Again, I don't know how I did, because I'm probably not a good judge of myself. I'll be honest with you. I don't really... It's hard for me to still believe all of this is happening. I can't believe I just did a stream that had thousands of views. People cared and watched. Keem actually was on and being cordial. Like, right? If anything, I wonder if that changed his opinion of me. I wonder if that changes anyone's opinion of me. I wonder if people will be like, you can't call your show Level 1 Podcast anymore. But I think I'm going to call it Level 1 Podcast anyway, because I really like that name and I think it has meaning to a lot of people. All right? What does it mean? It means that you don't have to aspire to be the biggest person on the planet. You don't have to care about being super internet popular and having 5 zillion followers. As long as you're true to yourself and you make content you feel is meaningful and your audience feels the same way, it doesn't matter where you are in life or what level of popularity you have, that it's meaningful and it's worth doing. It's worth staying the course against all odds of people being against you and shit. Just keep doing your thing. That's what it means to be on level 1. I'm never going to be some giant E-celeb. I'm not going to be the level of Keem. I'm not going to be the level of, you know, any of these big Moist Critical and Aspen Gold and shit. I'm never going to be that big, but I don't want to be. I'm happy being who I am and true to myself. And I think my audience appreciates that too. So, you know, I don't think I'm changing the name of the show or anything like that, right? Okay. Let's continue. I received a $5 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. Collaborations must happen, Phil. DXP and Wings soon, I hope. Again, you know, we'll talk about this. This will be interesting stuff. We'll see what people are interested in doing. All right? I'm not going to commit to anything right now. All right? But we'll see. That was something that was supposed to happen ages ago, honestly. Okay. Someone in chat just said, well, I guess you're on level 1, but you have 19 unspent perk points just sitting there. I guess that's a good way to put it. Remember, I originally, back in the day when I played God of War 3 when it was new, so you're talking like 2009, I refused to level up. I beat the entire game without ever leveling because I wanted to show you could do it because the game is so stupid and easy, I could beat it without leveling, and I literally did. Anyway, let's continue. Mozzie with a $5 super chat says, hey, Phil, that was a great collab. I like how you can agree to disagree, which seems way too uncommon these days. Appreciate this entertaining content. Here's the thing. When you agree to disagree, you kind of are like, you're good with someone now. But here's the thing. If you don't agree to disagree, you can be at each other's throats forever. You can constantly take jabs and be not okay with someone. And then you can keep making content that prints money. Do you see? Controversy creates cash. That's what Eric Bischoff said a million years ago when he was the head of WCW wrestling. I get that, but I don't want to constantly be at each other's throats. That's not the kind of guy I am. I don't want to be Mr. fucking drama queen, insult, constantly afraid that someone's going to say or do something fucked up. I just don't want to be there. I want to be a better person than that because number one, I think the content would be better without it. And number two, quite frankly, I realize that I have an influence on people who watch me, and I want to be, you know, someone who's representing good morals. I don't want people to be like, oh, that guy, you know, Phil got popular because he decided to be an asshole. and step on everyone. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Do you understand? So, yeah, that's my mentality anyway. DZ just did a $5 super chat. Phil, whoever you hired as your PR manager needs a raise. You've been in the trenches for so long. I can't wait to see you kill it more. DZ, would you like to know who my PR manager is? Would you truly like to know who he is? He's right here spinning. That's my PR manager. Because here's the actual kind of thing. I didn't want to get over by any means necessary like a lot of other people have. And I sat in the trenches for 10 years while people just stood on top of the trenches, literally dropping trow and shitting on my head. But I kind of felt like one of two things was going to happen. Either I was going to fall out of prominence, no one was going to care about me enough, and I was just going to have to quit because it wasn't making enough money to support my family anymore. Or things would turn around. I just didn't know how. I didn't know how long it was going to take. Dude, do you think I knew it was going to take 10 years of sitting in the trench with the liquid river of shit plowing on my head? Right? I didn't know that. But I stayed the course for 10 fucking years of being the villain, being the person who everyone hates. And, you know, now look what's happening. And again, did I really do this? You want to know how this happened? I went on Kino Casino when they were broadcasting. I went in their chat. I said, hey, it's really me. Let's chat a little bit. And we talked for like an hour on their show back and forth. And they really liked me in the comments and jokes I was making. And they said, hey, why don't we have you on as a guest? Because that was actually really good. So I just took the initiative one night to do this. And literally that one little step actually is what started this entire movement, positivity movement towards me. Sometimes that's all it takes. Because who knew? I could have easily went over there and they just decided to shit on me like everybody else. But they decided to keep their pants on. Unlike everyone else unloading feces, they decided to keep their pants on and be nice. And look what's changed. Again, a little kindness goes a long way, I think. Right? I received a $50 tip from Gene Use. Excuse me, a $50 super chat from Gene Use. Thank you for an incredibly generous super chat there, Gene Use. Phil, much respected, man. I'm really liking your redemption run. All hail King Brunel, first of the name, and long may he reign. Thank you, Gene Use, for that. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay. So I think we're all caught up. We are. I've actually just caught up. So I have no idea how many viewers we had earlier. We still have over 1,800 viewers. Thank you for hanging out. We've got, wow, 8,904, wait, 800, I can't even read anymore. 894 likes. Guys, we have 1,800 viewers. Let's get that to 1,000 likes right now. Come on, crush that like button. If you liked today's stream, if you appreciated that I went out of my comfort zone and I just did that, please hit the like button. Let's get this going. Let's hit 1,000 likes right now. Thank you for over 300 bucks of super chats, 40 gifted memberships so far, and currently at $130 in tips. My goal for the day is, for the stream is 150. If we hit that, we will hit the 22 king streak. And that would obviously be absolutely amazing if we did that. All right. So now what I'd like to do, if contributions come in, I will continue to shout them out. But what I would like to do is I would like to talk with the chat now and just see what people want to discuss. If you guys tag me in the chat, I will do my absolute best to try to read out what you're saying. Well, I do a collaboration with Synthetic Man. I have no idea who that is. Please don't take that as an insult. I just have no idea who that is. I probably don't know who 99% of people are because I'm a man living on an island here in Renton, Washington. So, you know, the snort fort, as they like to call it. Jade, how are you? Were you here, Jade? Did you check that out or did you just show up? Jade's a regular. No, you cannot become a moderator, Satin. How dare you ask? Venom Snake says a podcast with Asmongold. I'd be down for that. I don't know if he would ever want to collab with me, but I would be down for a little one-on-one with Asmongold. I literally know nothing about the man at all. So I wonder what we would even talk about. Like Keem, I have history with. I can talk and like interesting topics. I don't know jack about Asmongold. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Padlock. Oh, wait a minute. First of all, Scott did a super chat. Wait a minute. Oh, I missed a bunch of super chats. Okay. Lucy did a super chat. What's for dinner? I don't know. I'll eat my carpet. I don't know. Not thinking about that right now, but thanks for the super chat. Scott did a super chat. I'm somewhere in the middle between fan and detractor, but that was by far the most level-headed DSP-related content I've seen in years. Keep it up. That is literally the kind of content that I want to create for you. I'm not kidding. That's the kind of content I actually really like making. That was DSP Asks It. What I just did right there with Keem, that was my idea for DSP Asks It over on DSP Reacts last year. And then with the way the Side Scrollers interview went, it fucked me. And I had people literally cancel and say, we're not doing it anymore. So that's what happened. So if you like that kind of content, I would absolutely like to make that kind of content for you. We just hit 1,000 likes on the stream. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully now we'll also hit the goal of the King Stream goal and keep it going. Thank you guys so very, very, very much. Let's keep it going. Keep it rolling. All right. Continuing on. Gaspavelli, 37 months as a member. I'm so happy to see you finally getting the love you deserve. Thank you so much, Gaspavelli. I really, really appreciate that. Purchase Cookie in the chat just said, man, it's an amazing experience. I was here watching you being loved, then you got hated, and now you're loved again. Let's hope that you stay loved. Life is like this, my friend. Life is this big, like, sound wave with crests and valleys. And this is how my life has been since I became a YouTuber. It never lasts. Success is fleeting, but you know what? With being on the bottom, it turns around as well. So you got to kind of take your wins with your losses. You got to take your lumps with your victories. So right now, let's at least hope that this crest, this big wave that being at the top lasts a bit. Because that's the problem, is that it's been a long time. 10 years I've been a villain. Everyone hated me. I really, really would like to at least be liked for maybe like a month. Like perhaps maybe through like September. Maybe you guys can make me the villain again in October. You can dump on me in October. Let's at least get through September where I can be someone who you don't want to just like spit and punch in his face, right? Cool. I'd really like that. Bobby Padlock with a super chat. Thank you so much, Bobby Padlock. I appreciate that. Okay. I received a $4.20 tip. You get to see a nice animation now. From Nipple Missiles. Great show today. I think expanding to collabs and beyond gameplay can help your quality of life as well. You get to a point where you don't need to work 6 days a week and you can take vacays for much needed time and rest. Much love, King. Yeah, it could actually get to that point. It's surreal to think about it because I've talked about it for years and I'm like, it'll happen maybe one day, then it never does. But maybe that'll happen. Maybe I'll be here 5 days a week and putting out good variety of content, you know. Maybe I don't have to play as many games, but do variety. I'm okay with that, you know. Jade, you were in and out? Okay. At least you were here, man. I'm happy to hear that. I received a $20 tip from August. Respect to both of you. Future collaborations would be a great idea. Yeah, because here's the thing. I truly feel that Keemstar, even though I don't agree with Keemstar's philosophy of content creation, I do not. I think that some of the stuff he does is bullying. I think that some of the stuff he does I would never do. Okay, I just couldn't. Morally, I feel bad like I'm doing the wrong thing here. Again, I want to be able to sleep at night knowing that the content I made today was positive and not be like, wow, I just made toxic stuff and now people are harmed because of it. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's a difference of morality opinion, and that's okay. People can have those kind of differences in life, but still not hate each other. I don't hate Keemstar. And after today, I don't think he hates me, right? I don't think so. I'm not saying we're best fucking friends or anything, but I think after having a cordial conversation like that, you see more eye to eye. I think now he understands I can hold a conversation. I'm not a jackass, right? I definitely gained some respect for him today as well with some of the things he said and tried to explain his rationale. I don't have to accept his rationale, but at least I could get where he's coming from, right? More people on the internet need to make this kind of content instead of, I hate this person because they're a degenerate piece of filth, and let's just, you know, fucking rip them a new asshole day after day after day after day. Because here's why. You might not think what you're doing is harmful, but there's nut jobs out there who watch that content and believe you, and then they want to harm that person who you just made fun of day after day after day. I have people who are obsessed with me and my family and legit want to hurt me. I've received death threats. I've had people try to mess with my income and my living. I mean, I have people literally before the interview said they're going to threaten me with a lawsuit for shit I haven't done. They literally are doing it publicly right now, saying, we're going to make money for a lawsuit to sue Darkside Phil. I didn't give you the copyright strikes you're talking about. They're false strikes. I can't do anything about it. You can't sue me for anything. You can't win money from me because I didn't do the strikes. You literally can't prove I did because I didn't. Your lawsuit can't go anywhere. But this is what I have to put up with because people detest me so much because for 10 years, the joke was make fun of Phil. So that's why I want to make positive content that builds bridges, that has people from different walks of life, from different ways of thinking, come together and show that everyone doesn't have to fucking hate each other. Right now in the United States of America, we have two insanely polarized political parties that each side hates each other so much, this country sounds like it's going to explode come this November with this election. Why can't we all be fucking rational adults and act like people who have a level of maturity and don't want to kill each other constantly? I don't get it, because I'm not like that. You understand? So for me, that's the kind of shit I want to do. But I don't know if anyone wants to see that. You guys might want drama, right? You want me to felt the next detractor, you know? So I don't know. I guess we're going to have to see what happens. Oh, but anyway, with that tip, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely positively official. With that tip, we have hit the King's Tips goal for today. Ladies and gentlemen, 22 straight streams here on DSPGaming where we have crushed it. And you know what that means? It's time to make it rain up in here. Thank you, everyone, for your unbelievable level of support and positivity. And, you know, you coming by and hanging out. This is a special day, a meaningful day for me to come by and be here with me. Thank you so much for filling the King's coffers with beautiful, beautiful coins. I love how shiny they are and how they tinkle in the coffer when they rain down and fill. May the coffers be ever overflowing. Let us all be prosperous. Let the kingdom be fully financed by the people. Very, very nice. I appreciate you guys so much for coming out today and doing that. Thank you. Really. Let's continue. I received a $5 tip from Tartarian Truth. Phil, a lot of people have been waiting a long time for you to attempt to change for the better. It's definitely not easy after all the stuff you've been through. Much respect for still trying in spite of all of that. It is hold on, I want to play his animation. It is inspirational to see that it's always possible to change and keep going with hope toward the future no matter what happens to you and how long that you've been stuck in a bad place. I appreciate that very, very much. Tartarian Truth. Did I add that to the total? I don't think I did I? No, I don't think I did. Let me do it right now. Okay. I sure hope I don't lose my voice because I'm going to be talking quite a bit. I have so many shout-outs to do. I received a $2.30 tip. Phil, by seeing all the positivity surrounding you and seeing you destroy detractors and owning memes like this WWE thing, is there any way we can get an emo of the incident face? Here's the thing. I don't care about the incident. I've joked about it. I've talked about it. However, there's a couple things. Number one, all right, you have to understand that when you are trying to brand yourself as someone who has changed, you do need to move on from certain things. In this case, I consider that whole situation the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me. Like, literally nothing more embarrassing than that will ever happen to me in my life. But I've changed since then. Like in 2017, the year after that was the year I completely changed who I was as a creator, as a person, right? And quite frankly, you guys probably don't know this. That incident that happened in 2016 happened because I was in an incredible state of depression. I was drinking heavily. My relationship behind the scenes with my ex had completely fallen apart. My business wasn't going well. Everything was going horribly for me. And then that happens on top of it. And for me, it does cause like a level of like trauma and pain to keep thinking about that. My wife met me after that and loves who I am today and doesn't want to be constantly reminded of one of these things that is like a fucked up reminder of your past of depression and failure. You know what I'm saying? So as much as you guys joke, because it is a joke, I agree. For some people, including myself and my wife, actually it does kind of give us like psychological problems to think about. I don't want to think about that time anymore. I'm past it. It's a joke, but at the same time, it's kind of triggering. I know that, oh, Phil's a wimp, he's triggered, right? Yeah, I agree. I'm a wimp, but it does trigger me. Like, it actually legit bothers me. So that's why I don't want to bring it up. Now, here's the thing. Review Tech USA, for how many fucking years, constantly had that on his screens, constantly had that in his content. He fucking sold merchandise with that face on it without my legal permission, which is illegal. He broke the law. Every single merch he sold with my face on it, he broke the law. Okay? That's why I really don't respect that man. Because we had a conversation about it. I told him this a couple years ago in a private conversation that it actually was very hurtful to me. And he continued to use it in his content and did not care. You know, you would think if someone behind the scenes says, hey man, I know it's just jokes, but it really is hurtful to myself and my wife. So it would be great if I'm not using it, if you could stop using it. And then he just kept doing it anyway because he didn't care. He thought it was personally great for him and making him money. So he didn't give a fuck. So, you know, that's really why, you know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to bring that shit back. Anything you want to do 2017 onward, because that's the real me, the new me, that's fine. But I'm not going to go back to a time in my life when I was a depressed, you know, drunken mess and everything was falling apart. That's fucked up. All you guys are saying dickers, but the word dick is blocked by YouTube. So when you're saying dickers, your comments are all getting blocked. That's why. That's correct. Jay just made a point. He says, you have a new, you beat the Undertaker's streak. He says, Undertaker was 21-1. You're 22. Holy shit. Can we keep it going? That'd be amazing. How long will the King's streak continue? I guess we're going to find out, right? So, dude, I have so many shout outs to do, guys. Let's keep going. I have a $5 tip from an anonymous tipper. Thank you so much to the anonymous tipper for the $5 tip. I appreciate that very, very much. Hey, guys, do you notice something? I need to call something out, all right? Can we all, and by the way, anyone who's clipping, could you clip this moment right now? What time is it? 31 minutes, all right? 31 minutes of this video that I'm making. Do you notice something? So the interview with Keem ended, correct? I know Keem has a lot of haters, right? Do you notice that I'm not sitting here and saying, hey, everyone, now that Keem's off the show, let's all say that everything that we just heard from Keem was a lie, that his entire show is scripted, that he's a bully. Let's just rag on the guy. And everyone please rein in contributions on top of me because I'm ragging on the guy and you guys don't like him. Does that sound familiar somehow? Like someone may have done that to me a year ago? Is that what I'm doing after the interview with Keem? Or am I being a fucking respectful professional who's grateful that he just gave me his time and I'm happy to make positive bridge building content instead of just fucking hate? Does it sound a little different than what the side scrollers did? I'm sorry I had to name drop them again, but I want to make sure people know what I'm talking about. This is how you fucking conduct yourself on the internet if you want to be positive, if you want to be fruitful, and if you don't want to hurt people. If all you want to do is hurt people and benefit from it, then do what they did. Sorry, I don't want to be that. I want to be a better person. And that's what I'm going to continue to try to do for the rest of my life. I commit that to all of you. Okay? Let's continue. I'm not okay with hurting Review Tech, girl wearing purple. In fact, here's the thing. Like with Review Tech, what Keem just said, he says, have him on your show. You're right. That would be a great show. But I think if I have Review Tech on the show, everyone's going to think this is my opportunity to just destroy the man. Correct? I don't want to destroy Rich. I have no desire to have my enemies burn. I just want them to leave me alone and go away. Because I didn't make them my enemies. They just chose to be my enemies for personal gain. Right? So that's what I mean. Like, I feel like if I went and had Review Tech on the show, people would be expecting something that definitely isn't going to happen. I'm not going to destroy the man because that's just not who Darkside Phil is. Okay? Let's continue. I received a $20 tip. Keep the peace. And that's it. Just keep the peace. That's it. Thank you very much for a $20 tip. Someone who wants me to keep the peace. That's what I'm intending to do, my friend. Yeah. I received a $10 tip. By the way, I'm going to get back to YouTube contributions in a second because I know they're coming in. Guess who didn't upload today? Duty. Guess he wasn't doing this because he was righteous and it was for the money. You really have a broken toilet because he has been tracking it days since last working. What the fuck? Yeah, he's a weirdo. So in my home, I have 3 bathrooms. 2 are full baths and 1's a half bath. So I have 3 toilets. Okay? One of my toilets has always had problems since I moved in. It was fucked up. And then I renovated it. I literally got a whole new toilet put in at one point to replace it. And then it fucking broke again right away. So it got to the point where I was like, I just don't care about this fucking toilet. I have 2 other toilets in my home. I don't need to renovate this toilet. This is like the last thing on my mind. And then other things have been in disrepair in my house too. I have a shower. I have 2 full bathrooms. One of the showers started having leaking, rust, and then it looked like mold and water behind the wall. And I was like, I cannot use this anymore. This is bad. But I don't have money to renovate my house. You know, I went through a bankruptcy. I don't have money right now. I wish I could refinance my home. I can't because the economy is so shitty and the fucking interest rates are so high. Eventually, I'll get there. All right? But it's like, I don't need to fix the toilet. It's not a big deal. I probably casually mentioned it one day. But then Duty, who is an obsessive individual who obsesses on minutia, again, we talked about this yesterday. I have a strong inkling. I know why. It's something in his head. You know what I'm saying? He emphasizes the most innocuous comment as something of importance, and then he makes it a talking topic with his really mentally stunted audience. And they all focus on this bullshit and bring it up like a meme every day, like it's funny. Phil has a broken toilet. Phil has a broken toilet. It sounds like a 4-year-old on a schoolyard. Phil has a broken toilet. Phil has a broken toilet. No one acts like that. No one who's an adult acts like that. But that's how he is. That's why he acts like that. All right? I received a $20 tip from Andy. Not forgetting to mention your core audience was the kingly thing to do. Indeed. You guys have no idea how grateful I am to you guys who have been around for a long time. I want you to say this to all of you, my long-standing followers and viewers who are here for gameplay, for normal content, not this drama stuff. I appreciate you so very much. I swear to you, I'm not going to change completely. There may be a little bit more variety of content coming up forward, but I'm not going to change who I am. I love video games. I want to keep playing games. I want to share that passion with all of you. That's how I got started on YouTube, and that's why I'm not going to lose that. I want you to know that. You guys kept me afloat for 10 years when the entire world hated me. You understand that? You know what that is? That's a meaningful connection that I am never, ever going to forget. That's why when people say to me, well, what's your plan? Are you ever going to stop streaming? I don't want to stream. I owe you guys so much for giving me what I have that I feel like if I were to stop streaming, it would be like you would lose someone who you rely on to hang out with and have content from. I don't want to do that. I'm not saying I'm going to be an insanely full-time streamer till the day I die. I probably won't stream my death from the hospital, but I sure would like to at least stay in contact with you guys in some way with content, whether it just be talking or whatever. You know, we'll have to see as I get older what's going to happen, you know, but I definitely don't want to lose what we have, because I realize how much it means to you, and you have to understand how much you guys mean to me who've been here for 10 years. All right, thank you so much for that. Anyway, they have been through the ringer, and they took abuse with you. Exactly right. I know that every time that I took a blow from my detractors or from side-scrollers or from someone else, you guys took the blow along with me. Andy and Ash reserve respect for understanding how much more valuable a redemption arc would be than the same crap over and over. I wonder, because both of those guys are currently on vacation, and what they're actually doing is a whole ton of stuff behind the scenes. I seriously wonder how they're going to react to all of this, what just happened in that interview and everything. You know, I'm just curious, like, what would their thoughts be on how that just went? Obviously, I'm sure eventually they'll, like, react to it and shit, but I guess we'll see. All right. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to read today, that's for sure. I have a lot of messages coming in, too, on my phone and stuff that I'm going to have to read later. Apologies if people who know me personally are, like, emailing me right now and tweeting me and shit. I can't read it right now. Obviously, I'm on stream, but I'll do my best to try to read it today and tomorrow and everything. It's probably going to be a long time to get through everything. Thank you for that $20 tip there, Andy. Sorry I lagged on playing your animation. I got distracted. Now let's swing back to the YouTube side of stuff. Excuse me. Let's see. On the YouTube side of things, let's see here. Where was I here? I did that one. I did Gaspavelli. I did Bobby Padlock. Tanya Raven with a $2 super chat. Great job today, Phil. Keep it up. Thank you, Tanya Raven. Cosmos with a $2 super chat. Did not see the live stream. How successful was it? It went horribly. Like, everyone's saying that, like, I've really ruined myself and I don't know what I did. Like, how could I have performed so poorly? Because everyone just knew that I was a piece of human shit from what the detractors have said for a decade. So obviously there's no way I could have a normal conversation with someone who I've been confrontational with in the past, and I have completely irreparably ruined my reputation, and I'm done. It's over. I should just bury myself in my backyard right now. Okay. Chak Ak, 15 months as a member, says, I'm happy for you. I hope you don't change too much. Me too. Me too. Change is scary, is it not? Is it not? I would say change is quite scary. That you don't know what the future holds. You don't know what new risks you're putting yourself in line of and stuff like that. But at the same time, I totally know that as long as I don't go crazy and get too overexcited about this newfound popularity, and as long as I stay true to myself, I don't get big-headed like I used to be back in the day. We're all going to watch a documentary probably next week by June the King about me. You're going to see Mr. Big Talking, Big Shot, Big-Headed, Egotistical Shitbag Phil. That would be a long abbreviation. How many letters would that be? But yeah, that's what we're going to see. And I don't want to become that person again. I have changed from being that person in the last 7+ years. And that's why my wife married me, because she knows the real me now and says, wow, this is the person I truly love. She knows the real Phil. And, you know, I don't want to go back to that. So I'm going to be careful, Jack. Don't worry. Greg, with a $5 super chat. I got to go, but that was a great interview. Great to see you and your channel being reborn. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate the kind words. Sarah, with a £2 super chat. The shout out to long-term fans means a lot. I love you, DSP. Thank you, Sarah. And SFM9 with a $2 super chat. Who would be your dream collab? Now, here's the fucking thing, all right? I don't see myself as having a dream collaboration at all, all right? I do not. All right. However, because you guys are probably going to think I'm going to say, man, I'm aiming for those big YouTubers. Let me talk to Moist Critical. Let me talk to I want to talk to Logan Paul. I want to talk. No, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these big people. Hey, if Moist Critical wanted to talk to me, I'd be down for it. But I don't think that's going to happen. I personally, what would be most fascinating to me would be 2 ideas, all right? And you guys, I have no clue if you guys would give 2 fucks about any of this shit. All right? Any of it. The first one would be my personal history pick, and the other one would be a public pick. So allow me to explain. My personal history pick is that I would want to interview, or like just what I did with Keemstar, I would like to have a cordial conversation with the 2 people who I would argue were directly influential and responsible for me getting the confidence to get in front of a camera and start recording and uploading to YouTube. And those people are James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, and Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic. Who, I mean, he's not just the Nostalgia Critic, but you know what I'm saying, it's his main character. Those 2 guys 100% convinced me to try to make content back in the day through their actions. They had no budgets. They had no production value whatsoever. But they went ahead and made content that blew up on the internet, became super popular and funny at the time. I mean, now people can argue, oh, they fell off or whatever, right? But hey, we all get older. Power to them for still making content, right? I would absolutely think that those 2 interviews would be amazing because, I mean, number one, with the Angry Video Game Nerd, I actually became popular after him, but we actually went to like a convention together as co-guests and shit, and we were like popular at the same time on YouTube for that kind of stuff, which was fascinating. He was always bigger than me, for the record. Even when I was a top gaming YouTuber, he was much more popular than me. But the fact that he inspired me, the fact that a lot of mannerisms early on that I used were actually from him and shit like that, and then to talk about him just about life and all kinds of stuff would be really cool. Doug Walker, I was supposed to be part of their channel in 2010 with Blip TV and everything. I was supposed to join their Blistered Thumbs team, and then I got kicked off of Blip TV for a really bad joke, and then I never spoke with them ever again. And then funny enough, within 2 years of that happening, they had their big implosion where all the talent was pissed at them for stuff, and then they started having drama and shit. So, I mean, man, I feel like that would also be a very good conversation to have. And these are people who I don't think they would have talked to me. And I'll be honest, I don't think they are interested in talking to me. I don't even know how I would reach out to them, quite frankly. Again, I'm just a dude sitting here making content. I don't know if these people would be interested or not. I absolutely would be interested in talking with them. So those are the private desires. Publicly, a public figure who I would absolutely, positively love to sit down and just have like an hour conversation with, PewDiePie. Because I was popular before PewDiePie. I lost my popularity around the time when PewDiePie exploded and became the big gaming YouTuber. He referenced me directly in his content multiple times. We actually had a little mini spats back and forth a little bit. We still reference each other every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I would be very fascinated just to speak with him. Okay? That would be my two. So that's the private desire would be AVGN and Doug Walker. Public would be PewDiePie. There you go. I know it's ancient stuff, but you asked me my question. I'm a 42-year-old dude. I don't even know who the big streamers are today. I don't fucking know anything. I'm an idiot. All right? I don't watch other streams and shit. What the fuck you talking about? Okay. Let's continue. I received a $2.02 tip from an anonymous tipper. A DSP asks with Max and Seth looking back at EVO 2005 would be awesome, or even at the development of EVO as a tournament as a whole. Dude, I'm going to say this. And again, if you guys clippable stuff. All right? Clippable stuff. Ready? I was around during the formative years of competitive Street Fighter, and I have complete insider info on the kind of shit that used to go down behind the scenes. There's good reason why I have some bad feelings and bad blood with people over there, and usually it's because there was some underhanded shit that happened and stuff like that, okay? But that's not all. I have many positive things to say about my experience with the FGC as well, but because of my detractors, all you would ever hear is me talking negatively. So I feel that's why, like, no one would ever reach out to Darkside Phil as someone who you would talk about the old days of the FGC. Dude, right now, there's content creators who wanted to talk about old days. They don't. Why would I talk to Phil? I'm fucking right here. I'm public. I'll talk about it. That's the kind of shit I've always wanted to do. If you want to do a collab, let's collab about the old days of the FGC. I have so much fucking information to share, and no one ever fucking cared because they saw me as this drama queen whipping boy that everyone hates rather than someone who knows shit. I know tons. Yeah, if Max decided to do some kind of a special event about reminiscing about old school Street Fighter and how EVO was back in the day in its formative days and shit, dude, I would seriously 1,000,000% say yes to that. I would I was so excited to do that. I've always wanted to be a part of something like that. Seriously. But no one ever cared. Everyone just wanted to say, Phil's moot point. He's that asshole who played the wrong version of Super Turbo. None of his merits ever counted. They discredit him. Discredit him. That's how it's been. So, there you go. Okay. So, there you go. Spread the word. That was a $2.02 tip, by the way. Let's continue. I knew that the decompression was going to be so long. That's why I completely scheduled the stream like this. So there's no guarantee of gameplay. Let's see how long this goes. I received a $4.20. Whoops. I misclicked. Oh, shit. All right. Okay, hold on. I received a $4.20 tip from an anonymous tipper. Here you go. An anonymous tipper. Thank you. And by the way, I will say this too. Wow, do I need to say this? Guys, I want you to understand something. The reason I'm able to do all this cool new stuff I'm doing is because of your support. I want to make this abundantly clear. Because you guys are supporting me so much on my streams, I don't have to worry about, oh, if I do a stream with someone else, like I go on Kino Casino, like I did, oh, I didn't stream tonight, so I didn't make enough money and I can't pay my bills this week. It's the opposite. Because you guys have supported my content so much, I can do these collabs now and I don't have to worry about that shit. It's you and your positivity and support that are allowing me to branch out and change and be better. So thank you for the support that's allowing me to make the new content. That's what it's all about, correct? Seriously. All right, let's continue. A $5 tip. Excuse me. Ever thought about John Rambo as a guest? No troll, serious question. That would be awesome. Ever reach out? Now I'm getting a tickle in my throat. This is not good. Because you know when I get a tickle, my post-nasal drip turns on. I gotta try to calm down and not have that happen. Okay. You ever thought about John Rambo as a guest? No troll, serious question. That would be awesome. Ever reach out with an olive branch? I have absolutely, positively no means to reach out to John Rambo. If you want to know the full story, go watch when I reacted to the John Rambo and Howard expose slam video on me. I did it about 2 years ago on this channel. But in a nutshell, basically, at that point in my life, I was depressed and I was drinking all the time and I was messaging these guys in the middle of the night like a fucking loser. All right, because I was sad that they weren't basically my friends anymore for some reason. I didn't really understand why. And basically, after that happened, after they publicly came out and said, "Oh, you know, we think he might be an alcoholic or something, and he's fucked up that he's doing this to us," I deleted all their information. So I purposely would not do it again. Because when you're an alcoholic, you can't really trust yourself. So I was afraid that I was just going to do it again at some point. So I deleted their phone numbers. I deleted all their contact info. I don't have John and Howard's contact info. All right. Personally, I don't want to talk to Howard after watching that video. He was so fucking nasty and just really awful to me. But John was not. And yeah, would I like to have a conversation with John? And I don't think it would be public. I think it would be private. I don't think that he would want it to be public. I would absolutely have a private conversation with John. But as I've said many times over the years, I'm the public persona, not him. I have the ways to be contacted, not him. So I can't reach out to him. You understand? He literally stopped uploading content many years ago. All his channels and socials are defunct. He's living his own private life, and I respect him for that, for doing that. Maybe he's had enough with the drama on the fucking internet and says, I need to unplug from all this shit, right? And I really, really understand that notion after all the shit I've been through. But it would be on him if he ever wanted to, you know, like, contact me about stuff, okay? Okay. Okay. Continuing on. RC, the dollar tip. Would you please, for one stream, play War Gods and rip it a new asshole? Maybe. War Gods is shit. That game was really bad. It was even worse than the arcades, because War Gods is an arcade game that had a ginormous glowing green button. And unlike today, where everything's LEDs and safe, this was old days of bulbs as a light, like a bulb, light bulb. And the button would heat up more and more over the day. So if it was like midday or late in the day and someone went to play War Gods, they'd hit the button, it would actually burn your fucking hand. No lie, I saw kids walk up, War God, ah! So I can't believe they made the game like that. But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, would it be funny to see me play it? Yeah, probably. Let's see here. Okay, shout out. Now we're going back to the YouTube side of stuff. Let's see here. Where did we end? We ended with Sarah. No, okay. So, Hank Fritz did a $10 super chat. He says, in response to Drama Talk, I think that your message of positivity ironically fits well into the drama sphere. Collaboration-wise, do what Kino Casino did with you and Josh. Bring together enemies, talk, and play games. Yeah. Again, I know this is going to be clipped and everyone's going to make fun. Oh, Phil wants to be the kumbaya man who holds hands with everyone around the campfire. No, I just don't want people to want to kill each other. I want people to be nice to each other. Again, treat others how you want to be treated. I want to be treated nicely. When Keem started treating me nicely, I treated him nicely. And look at the piece of content we just made together. That's the kind of shit that can happen when you don't just hate everyone around you, right? And that's who I want to portray, and that's who I want to be for the rest of my content career if I can. All right? So, there you go. Kermit with the super chat. I love the new Phil. Your honesty is great. Respect. Thank you, Kermit, for the super chat. Okay. So I demand $250 or else I'm going to turn my webcam off. In fact, I'm just going to turn it off right now, and I'll turn it back when we get another 20. I'm just kidding. So thank you guys for wow. Guys, can you believe? I don't know how many viewers I had for the interview with Keem. We are an hour after the interview left, and we're still over 1,500 viewers. And more people are actually, like, coming and going. And I have 1,116 likes and climbing on this stream. Over $300 in super chats. 41 new members to the channel. Over $200 in tips. I mean, guys, let's get a fucking round of applause for all of you. And let's get a round of applause for probably the most fucking positive stream that I'm going to do in a million years, right? Holy shit, guys. Just everyone, I mean it. It's you and me together. It's not just me on this journey. It's us. I want you to understand that. It really is us. And this means so much, and it's so crazy positive. I can't believe people are saying it was over 2,600 live viewers. I'm curious. I'm actually curious what the the total views will be on this stream when I take it offline. Because obviously I'm still going to stream all afternoon till 4 p.m. I might just change the content I'm doing. That's wild, dude. People are saying, no, it was over 2,800 viewers. No, someone says it was 2,900. That's the biggest stream I've ever done. That's more than we had over when we did the Review Tech live react. I think the most we had then, you know, actually I shouldn't have said that. I do think we had more on this stream. I'm almost positive. Wow, my browser does not want to load. My browser is taking the shit. What is going on there? Viewer channel. I just want to see if any of the data on that stream has actually updated. We're at 39,477 views. So it definitely tapered off. Like, it was doing really, really well. And then it kind of just... I honestly don't even know if we'll ever hit 40,000 views because it just, like, the interest waned when everyone else clipped it and fucking put their clips up all over the internet about it. Let's see. Here it is. So, if I click on... How do I see the statistics? If I click on it here, do we see statistics? I think it's analytics. So... reach? Is that what it would be? Reach? Fuck, all this data and none of the data I wanted. All I want to see is what were the maximum amount of viewers we had on that stream. I can't fucking find it anywhere on here. I got the most innocuous data you would never give a fuck about. Like, how many overall view impressions came from... Fuck you. Just tell me how many views it had live. I really can't find the data. I can't find it. It doesn't say. So I have no idea. I wish I, you know, because I wanted to see if that was my biggest stream or if this was my biggest stream. But I don't actually see a way to figure that out. If anyone has a way to figure that out, I'd love to know. I mean, the stream is still live on DSP Reacts, the Review Tech React stream. So you guys can publicly go look at the data on it too, I think. But I'm not sure if there's a way to figure it out. So I'm just curious which one did bigger for most concurrent viewers at once, right? And then I wonder, will I ever top that? I mean, that was the first ever branching out piece of content I did on my channels like that, besides the Kino React. So I'm wondering, will I ever reach those numbers again? Like, who do you think I could do an interview with that would reach those levels of numbers again? I don't know. I wonder. All right, I received a $1 tip. Will I ever play Stellar Blade? No, I legit have no interest in it. I never had interest in it, just being honest. I didn't, okay? All right. I think the contributions may have finally stopped, so I can actually now just talk with the audience for a little bit, which is actually what I intended to do an hour ago. This was supposed to be a decompression stream, but it ended up becoming a shout-out stream for a whole hour, right? So what would you guys like to talk about? Please tag me in the chat. What did you think of that interview with Keem? Did you like it? Did you not? What did you like particularly about it? What didn't you like? Do you think there are things I did wrong that I should have done that would have made it a better event, a better thing? I want to know what you think about all of this, okay? Please give me your feedback. Tag me in the chat at DSPGaming. I would love to have a little bit of a discussion with you guys about this, okay? Jackson just did a super chat. One more contribution to the king. Thank you, Jackson. And Clammy V just gifted a membership. Thank you, Clammy V, for that. Monty Mole says it was too chill and too soft ball. Now, do you guys agree with that? You guys think that it was too chill and too soft ball? Oh, and I'm just going to put on a hat just to have one. Okay. Clue fan says, I think it was a perfect meeting of the minds. I noticed you thanked him a lot, but you did press him too. It was a chill conversation. A Biff softball, but I know what you're getting at. You don't want to scare off a guest. Here's the thing. Here's the difference. Keemstar, although he's been, mean to me in the past, punching down per se, I don't feel like Keemstar is personally harmful. Correct? Like, Keemstar is not actually trying to hurt me. He is trying to create content out of drama, right? He doesn't care if I get hurt or I get helped as long as he benefits, but at the same time, I mean, beneficial to both of us, hopefully, right? I just don't believe that. I think it's my detractors who actually wish real harm upon me, which is stupid because they need me to make content, but I think they feel like the lower I fall, the more content views they will get, correct? So that's probably, a big part of it. But yeah, like, to me, I don't think that sitting there and attacking Keem and being really mean to him is going to accomplish anything, right? Like, what would have been the point of that? You really think I'm going to get anything out of Keem that others haven't if I'm a mean jerk or whatever? I think what we had is an honest conversation about all of his content recently that a lot of people have been very critical with him about. A lot of people have been saying things about Lol Cow Live, like it's fake, it's staged, it's not funny anymore because we tell this joke. We know it's not real. And here he is, and he has a format to actually defend himself and say, no, yeah, okay, there is a script, but it's such a light script, right? And then everything else is legit happening, and I want you to know this is a real reality show or whatever. Do I necessarily believe him 100%? Half and half. Like, I definitely think he makes a script and he probably goads them towards maybe certain topics and attitudes. At the same time, I do believe that those guys are hamming it up on purpose, right? So, yeah, like but you need, when else would he have to say that, right? So it was good to have a place outside of his content to come and say that. And I think that he probably appreciated that because I'm not sitting here, well, I don't believe you because you're a lying dick. What the fuck's the point of me saying that? That's not going to help anything, right? My opinion, anyway. But again, here's the key thing. After it ended, I didn't immediately come on here with you guys and say, okay, everyone, now I know you don't like Keemstar, so throw me donations so I can read them out. We can all laugh at things that we don't like. Let's all make fun of him. Let's bring up all the awful topics about Keemstar from over the years, right? That everyone has said, the awful memes about him. Let's laugh. And let's make fun of his physical appearance. Let's make fun of how he sounds. Let's call him all these awful names. Oh, wait, I just received another $100 contribution because I just did that on my stream. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a bully. I'm not, he's not here to defend himself now, so I'm not going to do that. The side scrollers literally did that on purpose. They knew I wasn't there, and they had an echo chamber of people who wanted to pay them to bully me, and that's exactly what they did. So that's why I have no respect for those fuckers, he suggested having the side scrollers on my show. Man, that would be a rough show. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's the difference. Like, Keem, I don't feel with all the shit that he did has any malicious intent. He's just trying to make content that gets popular and makes money for everyone. The side scrollers literally fucked me in the ass to get money. And to this day, they have not publicly apologized and said, yeah, we realize now the way we went about that was wrong. We would have done it completely differently now in retrospect after hearing Phil's perspective. Oh, no. They've doubled down, tripled down. Craig did streams called Monetize the Detractors where he would sit there and the detractors would pay him money and he liked it. And then he continuously tried to get me to do content with him, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Why would I ever want to be on your show again? You already fucked me. I don't like getting fucked. So I don't need you to fuck me more. All right? I'm just... I did him a favor. I did Craig a favor. A 5+ hour favor. And then he said, thanks for the favor. Now I stomp on your testicles because coins are coming down. Okay, so I do you a favor and you literally crushed my testicles. Thanks. Let me do more content with this person. That sounds like a good idea, right? And the sad fact is, again, these people who have wronged me don't understand that I will not do a thing. It will come back to them. It already is hit with Rich. It hit with Duty. It's probably going to hit more people because I have this hands-off approach of being calm and just staying the course. You realize that Craig's not the most squeaky clean guy, right? Like, there's shit about him that people know. It's just that much like Rich, no one really turned the camera back on him to look at the shit that he's said and done over the years. Some really fucking questionable shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, does he not think that acting like that eventually will happen? I don't know. It's like, if you already have skeletons in your closet, do you really want those skeletons to be pulled out later when the tide turns? Because if you don't want to, don't act like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Why would you act like that? So, anyway, that's, I don't know. I have to think about, because, some good suggestions were posed by Keemstar. He said review tech. He said side scrollers. As drama-filled as those would be, right? Because I'm not going to be fucking nice to these people who have been scumbags to me. I'm not. I'm going to hammer these fuckers to the cross because they fucking deserve it, right? But then once I've gotten that done, I'm not going to harp on it any further. So I guess we'll see what happens. Again, I don't know what I want to do, all right? See you later, Cracker Jacks. I received a $1 tip. Thoughts on Sly Cooper? An incredibly great series of games. Love the Sly Cooper original trilogy. Sly 4 was good. Didn't live up to the original trilogy, but it was still pretty good. And it's a shame that Sly is kind of like retired and nothing's happening with him because it's a great series. I received a $20 tip from August. As hard as it would be to believe, people do like you and want to see you. I couldn't believe the views. This is crazy. It is hard to believe, guys. I'm not kidding you. Like, here's the weird thing. Like, back in the day, for me, like, having a crazy event happen, and, it's surreal, but I'll be honest, back in the day, like, I would have been nervous. I would have been like, oh, it's a big event. I'm nervous. I'm excited. Today, it's kind of like, I don't know, like, I feel desensitized because for a decade, everyone hated me so badly that even though now that everyone is liking me, besides my detractors, that is, it doesn't feel real. It still doesn't. It feels like this is all a weird thing happening and that, like, the rug's about to be pulled out from under me at any moment. The whole thing was a ruse and no one actually likes me. No one has my back. It's just a bunch. It's like Carrie. You ever seen the movie Carrie? Where all of a sudden everyone's starting to treat her really nice. And all of a sudden they drop the pig's blood on her fucking head at the prom and then she just kills them all. Well, number one, I'm not going to kill anyone. I just want to make that. I should make that very clear. Even if right now, if people, like if Kino Casino and Keem and Josh Moon, everyone snaked me and immediately turned on me and said, fuck Darkside Phil, it was all over, fuck that piece of shit, and they just literally just sat there crapping on me forever, I would not actually really, let me put it this way, would I be disappointed and sad? Absolutely, but it's kind of like, I've already been there many times. I have friends who betrayed me, I have people who I loved who betrayed me, I've had the entire internet hating on me, so it's like, it wouldn't even feel different. I know that sounds fucked up, because it is. I wouldn't even feel different if that happened. It would just be like, meh, all right, back to who I used to be. Right back to just, streaming for 300 people and having a good time here on my streams for my core audience. I know that's sad. I know that sounds depressing, but because it is. But that's just kind of like, I've already been fucked with already. You know what I mean? I wouldn't turn it into a content war where I sit there and I hate on them. I would just separate myself from the situation and say, all right, that's enough of that. Okay, so yeah, it's just wild, like, to think that people actually like me and want to hear me and see me and this content is popular again. That's crazy to believe. It's hard to believe. I still really don't believe it, but maybe it'll sink in after a couple of months. I don't know. At this point, it hasn't even been a month. You understand this started the first week of August. What happened was, excuse me, I got my gaming PC donated to me by a viewer, and I announced I was going to start making PC content. And as that happened, people were telling me about Kino Casino, talking about Review Tech USA, and mentioning me in their content because of Review Tech. And I was like, oh, I'm going to check these guys out. And one random night, I think that first week of August, I went to their stream and just chatted in their stream. And I told them it was really me and everything. And then they were, oh, shit. And then we had this conversation on the show that went really well. They liked my personality. They thought I was a funny guy. And then they wanted me on the show. And then, so it's not even been a month yet. That was like August 3rd, August 4th, something like that. So pretty insane to think that one little step, correct? One tiny little step in a direction can now propel you full force in that direction. It doesn't feel real, but maybe it is. We'll see. We're talking about a lot of interesting stuff right now that likely will be clipped and shared all over the internet and analyzed, micro-analyzed. Oh my God, the DSP stream. Let's analyze every piece of it and shit. Good and bad. You know, my detractors will do it, but likely you're going to have guys from all different shows and stuff watching this and analyzing it and saying, oh, well, maybe this would happen. Hey, let's put the feelers out there. Maybe we'll contact some of these people that Phil has mentioned, and maybe they'll be interested, and then we'll put him in contact with Phil, and we'll go from there. This is how it happens, right? And so we'll go from there, okay? I received a $2 tip from an anonymous tipper. I'm aware of the full John Rambo situation and respect it. However, your collabs together were so funny, it was unreal. I know. We had ultimate chemistry. Like the two of us just sitting there playing a game that we knew nothing about, playing it completely cold, was the ultimate chemistry. We really worked off each other incredibly well, and it made some of the best, funniest content ever. I really wonder, like, if we were to do a collab again by some insanely random shit in the future, I actually legit wonder what would happen if people would care. I don't know. I got a $1 tip. Show your toilet. No, I'm not going to show you my toilet. Don't need to show you my toilet. That's really weird. Show me your toilet. Show me your outhouse. You have in the back of your house. I'm sure you do have one. Going back to the YouTube side of things, I don't think this stream will ever end because I'm just endlessly shouting stuff out. Your friend Paul, 3 months as a member, says side scrollers did you dirty. Yeah, and again, it wasn't the interview that did me dirty. Even though they had these trick questions, like when all of a sudden they did the stupid question about, oh, this joke you made in this playthrough last year, it's a racial joke. I was like, it's definitely not a racial joke. Well, too bad. It's still a bad joke, right? Wait, but I said it's not a racial joke, which is your question. Now you move the goalpost. Is it a bad joke? And other shit too, like they brought up questions like, so what's all this about your expenses and finances? What are you talking about? Do you have the data? Do you even have it? They didn't bring anything up. Did you ever see anything? Like, did they bring up a screen? Like, here's what we're talking about. No, you know what we're talking about for your bankruptcy. Did you have any actually specific questions to bring up? Or am I supposed to know all the detractor lore? I didn't know the detractor lore. So I didn't even know specifically like what they were asking in a lot of those questions. I was just trying to give generalized answers because I didn't know. They didn't bring anything up. They're like, where's the evidence of what you're addressing? You're addressing a detractor meme that I don't know. And I'm just supposed to fucking know specifically what you're talking about. So there were issues with the interview. But overall, at the end of the day, I felt good about the interview. And then they did snake me the next day. I think the whole next day was them saying, we realize we will far more benefit being a bunch of drama queens, being a bunch of haters of Phil, and shitting on him for personal gain, than if we are fair to Phil and we move on with regular content again, and then maybe we have him on as a guest. They saw, if he's on as a guest again, big deal, but if we hate on him, now we milk the gravy train. That's exactly what they did. They had weeks of content that was related to me. They did, and maybe not directly. Oh, we have a whole show on mobile game addiction. Wow, really? You were really going to do that normally before I was a guest on your show and you saw my detractors hating on me, right? Like, that was just a funny coincidence that was happening. It really was in your schedule lineup, correct? It's just like so wild and crazy. And basically, people give him a pass for that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, after that, you would think some people would stick up for me. Not a lot of people did. Only my fans. It's like, did you not watch how badly they behaved after? I did a stream the next day reacting to their bad behavior. And people were like, oh, you're a loser. You're looking really bad doing this. Why are you doing this? Because it's not fair. It's fucked up. I spent 5 hours of that day not working, giving them my time just for them to fuck me. Don't you think I should at least be able to say, oh, no, just don't say anything. Just move on. Just continue to accept your bullying. The internet's fucked up, man. It really is. Continuing on. The Donkey did a $2 super chat. Peace be with you. Don't let the haters win. Thank you, Donkey. I don't intend to. Kermit with a super chat. Ignore side scrollers. Success is the best revenge. Thank you, Kermit. So, by the way, I would like to have a conversation with the audience because it was brought to my attention this morning before I started the interview with Keem. Someone said, are you aware that one of your detractors is publicly saying they're going to raise funds to sue you? Anyone know actually what's going on with that? Because I would love to hear that. I don't do anything at all to my detractors. at all. Like, Duty's the first one I've even specifically called out in 10 years like that. So I'd love to hear who's suing me and why, because it sounds pretty fucked up that they would try to, like, number one, like, why would you even say that publicly? If you're going to do that, right? Would you not do it privately, behind the scenes? Like, why would you bring it up? People are saying it's super crazy, said it in a vid. Who the fuck is super crazy? I hear this name from time to time. I don't know who the fuck that is. Are they even an active detractor? Who the fuck is super crazy? Why does he think he has grounds to fucking sue me? What the fuck is he talking about? I think his name might be appropriate. The guy's fucking super crazy. He just says, okay, I'm gonna sue him. For what? The fuck are you speaking of? Well, huh? He's a WCW luchador? You're correct. I don't think that's the same guy, though. Right? Hmm. He's not a retired wrestler messing with DSP. Stop saying that. Don't slander the real super crazy. He's considering suing me for copyright strikes. He's a YouTuber that covers clips from me. I don't hit super crazy with copyright strikes. What is he talking about? I've shown my flag history. Remember? Was it last year, the year before? I showed the whole thing. The only flags I did, I think that guy Raw Phil I hit with a few because he literally just copy paste my shit. And then I think the only other ones were from like 2015. So, oh, hello, Jasper. How you doing, buddy? First time he's joined us today. He said meow. Did you hear him? You probably didn't hear him. He said meow. How nice of you to join me, buddy. Well, everyone, this is Jasper. If you've never met him, it's my cat, Jasper. He's a very good kitty. I'm happy that he's joined me now. It's nice because we're talking about nonsense. It's good he cheers me up. That was awesome. So I don't know what's going on with this guy super crazy. Did I actually legit flag him? Is that what he's saying? That I flagged him 9 years ago for a video? How does he think he can sue me for that? McCoy, I'm glad you're enjoying my LA Noire playthrough. Thank you for watching it. That's what he's saying. He's saying I flagged a video of his 9 years ago on YouTube for copyright, and he thinks he's going to sue me today for that because there's evidence of it. Because I showed my flag history. That's what he's saying. See, I'm sure now that I'm mentioning this on a stream with over 1,400 viewers, it's going to get looked into now. And so he should probably watch what he says on the internet because people are going to be... I mean it now. Now that Duty had the camera turned back to him and apparently now he's been demonetized, what's going to end up happening is the camera will be turned on all detractors who bring me up. I hope they understand that. It's not me doing it, but if they speak up, people are going to be shocking about this shit. This is now... You understand, my detractors are now content for every drama YouTuber. Casino, Lolcow Live, and I'm sure other people now are looking at the Duty situation and how stupid it was, and now they're going to start looking at the other detractors. I'm not going to. I don't have to. I don't have to lift the finger here. They will do this. So I hope they understand the shit that they're getting into right now. Like, you say shit like, oh, I'm going to raise money for Phil to sue Phil. Dude, you cannot just say that. You can't. What you're saying, number one, is illogical. I've never done anything to you. You could take legal means against me. I do not flag videos. If you have evidence that I flagged one 9 years ago, fair enough. If you really think that in a court of law you can sue me for flagging one of your videos 9 years ago, good luck with that. I don't know how exactly that would go through because it wouldn't. Okay, it wouldn't. I've already told you guys, I showed you my flag history. I don't flag people's videos on YouTube. It's not me. The broken system is on YouTube, not on me. If people are impersonating me, I can't stop it. I contacted YouTube last year. I have my documented conversation. I saved it where I explained the situation, and YouTube said, you can't help because you're not doing it. They need to have a lawyer and contact us, and our legal team will talk to their lawyer and hash it out. But it has nothing to do with you. That's what I was told. And I have never been contacted by YouTube, right? I was never contacted by YouTube about it. I wish they would contact me. If YouTube contacted me and say, hey, Phil Burnell, we literally have 100, 1,000 claims from you. Are these legit? I would say, no. And hopefully they would be like, oh, okay, well, we'll clear that up now. right? No one ever reaches out to me on any of this, right? And again, if you're going to sue me for stuff like that, you understand that the moment that I reveal to the internet it's happening, the internet is going to side with me and they're going to massively, massively help me. Legal fees, with anything that happens, because that shit's not fair. You're going to frivolously try to sue someone. And by the way, again, hint, hint, if you're going to take action like shit like this, you don't announce it to the internet, right? You go to a lawyer, you pay for the lawyer, you issue the lawsuit, and then, you don't go to the internet first and say, hey, everyone, I'm going to sue someone. Anyway, let's continue. I received a $25 tip from IMAV. I'm glad to see that things are looking up for you. Thank you very much, IMAV. I appreciate that sentiment. I'm happy you think things are looking up for me. I hope they are. That was such a surreal thing that just happened on stream with Keemstar. Seriously, like, again, did anyone ever think that would ever happen? I'm probably the person who least expected anything like that would ever happen, right? Okay. It looks like JDays303 did a $5 super chat. He says that he is a detractor who got bullied. So now he's taking it all out on you. That's great. I mean, that's definitely going to work. Let me tell you. If you have problems in your life and you have this like angst and anger pented up, what you should do is you should focus solely on one person you don't know on the internet, who you don't like, and you should project all of that unrelated anger on them, because that is always the best course of action in life. No, that's a joke. That's sarcasm. Don't do that. Please understand I'm joking, because some people might be like, they didn't know I was joking. I'm joking. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Good idea. Seeking professional help. Speaking with friends and family. Being reasonable. Bad idea. Making public threats to figures on the internet. Trying to sue people with no legal grounds. Remember that from Animaniacs? That was a great segment, wasn't it? From Animaniacs, good idea, bad idea. I remember it. Good Lord. Was Duty really demonetized? To my knowledge, yes. I've been told now by everyone that he was demonetized. And you heard Keemstar told the story in the interview. That he says he didn't flag him. I didn't flag him. I don't even know how to flag. I really don't. I don't know how to flag anyone for that. He says what happened was someone flagged Keemstar's podcast as a bullying session, which gave him a community strike. So he responded back and says, I don't believe this is true. I think that someone's false flagging me. Here's the situation. When he explained the situation, they went to the person who flagged him, which sounds like it was Duty Streams. They looked at his channel and said, oh, he's actually the offender here, and they demonetized his channel. Whether or not that's true, you decide for yourself. That's what Keem said. I don't have evidence of this. But, I mean, again, I flagged Super Crazy in 2022. It was on your flag history. It wasn't a clip. It was commentary. Really? Let me look. Oh, let's see. Copyright. Removal requests. 2022, you said? Okay, is this the one that he's upset about? This one right here? It says fundraiser for taxes or scam wedding. You decide. That apparently was the video in question here, I guess, that we're talking about. Okay. This is inactive. I mean, I don't remember doing it, but it's here, so I must have done it. Is there anything I can even do about it? That's what he's upset about, and I flagged him in 2022 because he made a video that said, fundraiser for taxes or scam wedding, you decide. But my wedding was in 2019. Huh? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It says I retracted the takedown. What? He thinks he's going to sue me for a takedown that I retracted? It says I already retracted it. What the fuck is he talking about? He actually thinks he's going to sue me, take legal action for something that I already fixed. Because I was looking, I was like, it doesn't look right. It says inactive. And when it says inactive, it means that it's already gone. And I looked, and it says, you have retracted this takedown. So I guess what happened is when I went through my flag history, what was it, last year? People called me out for this. I probably looked at it, and I was probably like, fair enough, that's wrong. I shouldn't have done it. And then I undid it. Right? I would show you, but I don't have my gaming PC on, so I actually can't show this to you actively right now. Unless do you guys care enough? Do you want to see it? If you guys actually care enough, I'll boot it up. But I mean, I'm telling you, it says it right here. In fact, it would have. You think it probably would have said that, right, in the flag history? I don't know, but it's right here. It says you retracted the takedown. So, you know what I mean? Well, okay. Here's what I know what I could do because I don't. This way, I don't have to turn on my PC. I can cap it. Hold on. Ready? Ready? I'm going to do it right now. Oh, it's the wrong keyboard. I do this every day. Retraction. I'll save that to my desktop, okay? And then what I will do... Listen, I understand. People are very skeptical of me. A lot of people don't believe me. I'm going to be transparent with all of you. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right now. Add image. And this is going to be a new image, and I'm going to call it retraction. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find this on my desktop. Fuck, why did it do that? That's not the... I want in order of name, you thing. Can I just type retraction here? Retraction. Oh, come on. Where did it save it? Oh, you tell me it didn't save it here? Where the fuck did it save it? Why can't I order these? Hold on, name. Oh, okay, hold on. Retraction. I think I spelled it wrong. All right, you guys ready? Oh, there it is. It's already on the screen. So I'll blow it up for you guys. Fundraiser or for taxes, or can you see this, by the way, guys? Can you see this? Before I fucking talk about it, you're like, it's invisible. You can see it on the screen, right? You can see it? Okay. Fundraiser for taxes or scam wedding, you decide, by Super Crazy. Apparently, I flagged it on January 10th, 2022. Special announcement, super important. This was the video he had clipped from, I guess. I guess YouTube had matched it. Inactive. You retracted the takedown. Inactive, inactive. What is he talking about? You're going to sue me for something that I must have realized I did wrong and I got rid of it? What the fuck are you talking about? Here you go. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, from now on, when Super Crazy on his stream or his video says he's going to sue Darkside Phil, here's what you need to spam his chat with. Inactive, 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 inactive. Fucking idiot. These fucking people, I swear to God, they all say this shit every day. I'm going to sue Phil. I'm going to take down Phil. I'm going to flag Phil. I'm going to fuck Phil. What the fuck is your fucking problem? You can't do shit. You're all inactive. Get it? Failure to launch, which is probably why you're trying to fuck with me, because you don't have a life. So you just sit there inactive, doing nothing productive with your life. God damn these fucking people. I didn't want to filter anyone on this. I did not want to make Super Crazy bend the knee on this stream. I had no intention of doing anything like this. I swear to God. But then you guys said, oh, well, did you know this guy's trying to do this to you? And I'm like, no. I didn't know that. I have no idea what you're talking about. So live, there you go. A live King's debunking, a live bending of the knee, a live felting, inactive super crazy. Sorry you're so inactive. Really. But maybe now you'll learn to watch what you fucking say on YouTube. Wow. You know, this court needs some jesters. This King's court needs some jesters. Perhaps we should start recruiting some of these people. Unfucking believable people, man. All right, continuing on. So Hank Fritz, I think I already shouted this out, but I didn't put it on the leaderboard. He did a $5 super chat, and he says, some random guy suing you would be a tremendous windfall, legitimately, because everyone would rally behind you far more than they do even now. He's going to sue me for something I did 2.5 years ago that I already retracted because I realized it was wrong, right? Sure you are, bro. Steak Sandwich, thanks for a $2 super chat. Congrats on your victory over Duty, King. Thank you so much, Steak Sandwich. Do I see it as a victory? No, because you know he's going to keep making the garbage content anyway. But these people should not be making money on this content. You understand that? They shouldn't. If you're going to make an in-depth commentary video with criticism and all of that, right? Okay, I can't stop you from doing that. Fair use law claims that's legit. I don't agree with bullying content, but apparently it's okay per YouTube. I can't stop it from being made, right? But if you're going to literally sit there and rip my content word for word, no commentary, just a little title and a stupid avatar waving a dildo like this, like Duty does, right? It's literally a dildo that's wiggling around there. And you think that's content that you can make money on, and then you brag. You self-felt and expose yourself by opening up your YouTube analytics, which really was, that was the start of the downfall of Duty, is that he opened his YouTube analytics. All he had to do was keep his fucking mouth shut and never open his YouTube analytics. And no one would have ever known that he was making big money on the stuff, and no one would have given a shit. But the moment he showed, I'm making $5,000 a month, right? $5,000 a month. People are like, wait a minute. This fucking guy's making $5K minimum because he claims that was a slow month, and all he's doing is ripping the content. What did you think would happen? People would be nice and happy with you? And I exposed you on my stream, and other people watched, because now people are watching my shit. Kino Casino saw it. Keemstar saw it. They jumped on it. You opened your mouth again and again and again. I only had to do the initial move. That was it. All I had to do, I had to take my pawn. You fell right into the trap. You did exactly what I laid the trap out for you. You took your hook, line, and sinker because you don't have any intelligence in your fucking head. You're a lazy bum. You act like one, and that's how you fell for it. You self-exposed yourself. You put out your information, and then you said the wrong stuff. You did the wrong stuff, and the lions came after you. And that's what happens, man. If you had just sat there in your little space, with your mouth shut, you probably would have been all right. But instead, what happens is, you know, you self-felt is what you call it, you know. And now it's so awful, because I don't want horrible things to happen to people, but some people just can't learn. Like, if I had come out on my stream and I had said, hey, you know, here you go, here's an example of him doing this, and then he had said, all right, you know what, fair enough, from now on I'm not going to do that, that would have been the end of it. But instead, he's got to double down and triple down on, oh no, I can do whatever I want, I have permission from Phil. He never had permission from me to do that. He's full of crap. Me saying, yeah, people could clip my stuff does not mean you can take 30-minute chunks of my stuff. That's not even a clip. That's theft. And just not put commentary over it. You have to abide by fair use law. Do you understand? Like, the guy's nuts. And now he's in the position he's in. I didn't even do it. I didn't have to. Same thing with Rich. 10 years of abuse. I didn't have to do anything. Anyway, so thank you, Steak Sandwich. And then Volsair did a super chat. Classic detractor brain. You did X before, so that means it's always true. Exactly. So because, you know, in my flag history, which I've already publicly shown, someone said, oh, look, here's evidence you did flag something. Okay, and? Did you have a point? How long ago was it? Is it even still active? Like, what are you speaking of? If you want to call me out for doing something wrong, do it. Call me out. But what are you calling me out for? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to sue you. What? What do you mean? What? It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense. No, these people don't make sense. But that's what's crazy, is that the detractors, my detractors, have such a big community. Where did it come from? How do people actually watch that crap and be like, oh, this is good. What kind of person would say that? Like, I can understand content creators who are looking to clip me to speak, comment, like, and they're like, oh, well, the detractors just steal his stuff and they do clips, so I'll just take it straight from the detractors. Well, now I'm clipping myself, right? So now you can get it straight from the source, correct? But who would actually actively go to like a Duty Streams channel or a Memology 101 channel or a restreamer like Tevin or Brand Dude? Listen, Duty Streams, Brand Dude. You all sound the same. You all sound like you're trying to like, it's like a 4-year-old who made it up, like who made up the name and shit. Like, what the fuck? But what mental capacity would you have to go there and be like, hey, this is great stuff. Wow. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Duty. And that is true. Bonos Techno says, well, you were willing to talk with him, and his wrench mob blocked you. That's correct. He was talking with Keem on Monday, live on his stream, saying, Phil gave me permission to do this. I literally joined his chat as DSP Reacts, which is the account I'm logged into on my phone as I'm eating my breakfast burrito. All right? I say, hey, I'm here, and as I send that first message, hey, I'm here, and I was going to send my second, they banned me. So then I went in there as DSPGaming. So now they know it's me because it's the approved channel. It shows that I'm actually like verified here on YouTube. So now they can't mistake it. Maybe DSP Reacts, it's not verified. Maybe they thought that's not really him, right? So then I log in as DSPGaming. It's a verified account. You know it's legitimately me. And I type, hey, so I do not give Duty permission. I send the message. I'm immediately banned. Immediately. By his army of wrenches. Who broadcasts to an army of fucking wrenches? An army of only moderators are the only people able to talk in his chat. Who the fuck would do that? And if you're not a moderator, God forbid you get banned. Who would, I mean, you want to talk about an echo chamber? And the only thing worse than that, what you could do, just listen to this. I got a new idea. This is actually a revolutionary idea. All right? You go into a room and you buy 20 mirrors and you line the walls with mirrors. Okay? And then you turn on your stream and then you just talk to the mirrors and you smile at. That's the only thing that could actually probably be a step further than that. I mean, if you want to talk about sycophants and butt kissers and ball strokers, his army of fucking wrenches is his streams. What the fuck, man? Like, that's the very definition of an echo chamber. You know, admittedly, in the past, a lot of people gave me shit for that here in my content. They would say, well, Phil, your streams are, you know, it's only your fans, your moderators, or whatever. But I changed. Take a look at my chat right now. How many moderators are in my chat right now? 2? Are they even still actively moderating? Because now that I'm not interviewing Keem anymore, are they even actively there? I don't even think they are, right? I just let it ride at this point. I mean, and I've loosened the requirements. You can now become a person who talks if you're just a subscriber for 1 hour. All you got to do is subscribe to my channel for 1 hour, right? And then you can talk in my chat. So Ponage 101, who is one of my moderators, to clarify, says dumbasses like Super Crazy and others are doing these things because they're desperate. The narrative they have always used against you is starting to fizzle with your newfound positivity. That's right. Right? And here you go. Anzo Kamaru says, I'm a fan, but I call you out sometimes. You do. I don't mind people calling me out for shit. Right? Like right now, if people were like, show your flag history, and I showed it, and that Super Crazy strike was still there, and you guys were like, dude, why do you have that strike there? Fucking remove that right now. I would do it. It already was removed, but I would have done it. I get called out for shit all the time, and I'll do it. You know, if I'm in the wrong, let me know. I swear I will do my best to remedy the situation. There's no reason for me to be a disingenuous dick, especially now with the positivity I have. Why would I, you know what I mean? I don't need an echo chamber. I'm a better person because you guys have given me such great constructive feedback. Take a look at all the improvements to my fucking setup and my shows now because of all of you, right? Like, literally, this is why I am where I am, because of you and you guys being awesome to me. And I know that. I know that I wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. I hope you guys understand that, okay? All right. What I'd like to do, my wife is going to be home from work any minute. When she comes home, I need to close the door. And I do like to see what she's up to when she arrives. I want to see how she's doing. You know, she's in the middle of her work week, stuff like that. I'm waiting. I'm trying to see if she comes in. When she comes in, basically what I'm going to do is split the part and take a little break where I use the restroom or whatever. And then whatever you guys want to do. Because right now, I mean, we're only going to have like 90 minutes left on the stream. That's really not enough to play Black Myth Wukong or any other game. Honestly, like the only thing, maybe do a few casual matches of like Street Fighter 6 or something. But we don't have a lot of time. So I don't know if you guys just want to come back and hang out again. I would be down for that. Just coming back and hanging out again. If that's what you want to do. Just shoot this shit and kill some time until dinner time. Or we could, you know, we have to figure out what we want to do. Whatever. I'm down for whatever at this point. I guess we'll have to talk about it when we come back. I'm just waiting for my wife should be home any minute. When I hear her coming in, I'll let you know and we'll cut this part off. So we'll talk a little bit more until she's here. I think I heard a car, but I don't know if she actually came in or not. I don't hear it yet. Oh, she is here. All right. So guys, there you go. So guys, I'm going to split the part. All right. Thank you for watching this, this part. And when I come back, we'll hang out for like 90 minutes or so. All right. And we'll go from there. So thank you so very much, everyone. And see you in the future.